Are 3 wheels better than 2?
Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.
Today we are going to do a ride, review, and walk around of the 2020 Harley-Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. So first impressions, this thing is like a land yacht sitting on it. It is 1,868 cc's, it's the 114 6-speed chain drive. It has all-around ABS. It has the RDRS from Harley-Davidson, the Reflex Defensive Rider System, which is an assistance system that allows you with acceleration, deceleration with your linked brakes, as well as your cornering. Has a million different sensors that give feedback to the computer to allow you to maintain better traction through turns. And it's a very complex system designed by engineers, and I'm sure a lot of you people watching already know what it is, but it's got it on this thing, so you're covered. Here we coming around the turn. I want to lean, but instead I'm just pulling. I actually am leaning, if you could see this, but it's going to take some getting used to. These are a lot like the old 3 and 4 wheelers where you really got to push-pull steer in your turns. The gross weight of this wet is 1,243 pounds, so not light. You put 2 passengers and some gear on here, you're well north of 1,500 pounds. So it does have a 6-gallon fuel tank. The suspension on it is awesome. The seat is super comfortable, and it has 121 foot-pound of torque. So it's about 60 degrees in northeastern Pennsylvania, late October. You see the colors. So we're going to do a pretty good hill climb right here. So let's climb this hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go down to 3rd gear and see what kind of pull it has going up this hill. Yeah, it's rolling good up this thing. That's the GoPro's not going to show, but this is a pretty good elevation we're climbing here. This is fun. Now, I've never ridden this. Not like I said, I've never ridden a Harley 3-wheeler, so let me know in the comments, have any of you ridden a Tri-Glide or a 3-wheeler? I know some of the viewers out there have some. Ozarks HD Riders, I believe, is a 3-wheel rider. Spike down in Australia is a trike lover. What's up, Spike? And if you look on the community tab, I did a poll. If you had to ride a 3-wheeler, I know 2 wheels for life, but if you had to pick 3, would you pick the 2020 HD Harley-Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra, the Can-Am Spyder RT Touring, or neither? Nope. I'm just going to sit back and watch Anonymous Biker USA videos. So since I did that community tab post, I figured let me get one of these, take it for a ride, and see what I think. I like it. Mirrors are in a good position. They're small, but they're placed well. Do a nice job. This also obviously has reverse, and it's like an electric golf cart. It's an electric motor. So you just kick it into reverse, and we'll go over how to do that. And you actually control reverse speed, not through the throttle, but through this little button that's in reverse, because it's an electric motor. So And just like a golf cart, once you leave off the gas, quote quote, or the switch, it stops. So let's see, here we are on a decel downhill. Gotta watch all these pesky wet leaves. Fall's nice, but leaves do create obstacles on the roadways. So we're in 4th gear. This thing also has an emergency brake. Now, it comes with everything. It's got lowers, full speakers, highway pegs, passenger and rider floorboards. The trunk is huge with all kind of storage. And when we walk around, I'll go through and show you all that stuff. Now, these sell US dollars right around $35,000, give or take. So they're not cheap. But if you're making this kind of investment, I'm thinking mostly you're retired and you're doing long cross-country trips, or you just can't hold up to 2 wheels anymore and you still want to ride, and it's a great option because this thing will last you forever. So I'm sure you can pick them up used much cheaper. You're not paying the Harley tax, obviously. But settling in on this is fun. Now, I will have a passenger on the back later, so I'll get feedback on how the passenger comfort is.
It's a great ride, having fun. It's comfy, lots of leg room, and I love the handles to hold on to.
With the seat and the positions, the floorboards, they have grab rails to get on the seats, which is nice. But yeah, the Harley-Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. Ride, review, and walk around. Not into this standard trike option. They have a million conversion kits that you can do on a standard motorcycle. I've seen Kawasaki has one. I've seen Indian has one. I'm sure a lot of other manufacturers have them as well. But the Harley's been doing the 3-wheeler for a long time, so they're probably the most popular manufacturer known for this. Now, this is the Ultra, and they do also have the version which is called the Freewheeler, F-R-E-E. It's a little more sporty look. This comes in Vivid Black, River Rock Gray, Barracuda Silver, which is my favorite, Tahitian Teal, and then this Black Pearl. And we'll look at it closer. Here's a nice thing, I have gravel on the road and I don't have to worry about it. I just rip right over it. Add that as a benefit. The radio on earlier just to hear how it sounds, because it has that HD boom that they call it, and it's pretty sufficient. And it has the volume control, so when you're riding, it increases and decreases volume so you can hear it at road speed, and decreases at a red light or stoplight when the engine slows down. It's a nice feature. And the Black Pearl, I see a little bit of olive drab green in it. I don't know if it's because it's overcast, but if you look at this thing, I've never ridden one of these, but man, is it loaded. It's got everything you need and then some, probably too much actually. But it comes standard with the Daymaker LED headlights, fog lights, highway pegs, all the chrome trim accents, batwing fairing, huge lowers, highway pegs, dual disc anti-lock brakes, and it is the standard 114 as a heel toe shifter, which is nice. Now, because of the big wheels, obviously there's no saddlebags, but it does have this huge trunk, which is really deep, and you can fit a lot of stuff in there. That's nice. Close it, and then it has the trunk lid with the luggage rack, which is nice. And then this is deep. It's got additional zippered storage here. And then it has all this organizer storage in the top of the trunk lid, which is nice. So, standard latch system. Seat super comfortable. Passenger seat, speakers, lowers. And the lowers you can open and close right here with this little button, this little slide thing to get advantage. Foot brake. So the 2020 Harley-Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. Just reviewing the basic instrumentation or cluster panel. You have your traction control and horn, high beams and low beams with the Daymaker headlight LED, cruise control, and then this is a little toggle button for radio control for the volume. I can show you that. Once the LED screen lights up, you got your standard badge from Harley-Davidson with your home key, sat nav, information. Navigation is not ready. It takes a little while to fire this up. So let's look at this side. We have your hazards and your kill switch. This is the reverse button I was talking about. So
the route is being calculated.
The route is being calculated. In order to work reverse, you got to make sure you're in neutral. You got to pull the clutch all the way in, and once the clutch is pulled all the way in, you then depress the reverse button, and as you depress the reverse button, you will slowly start backing up. I'll show you. Get it out of reverse, all you have to do is just click it into first gear, let the clutch out, and ride like normal. Cruise control, 31 miles an hour and higher for cruise control. Setting it right here on this button, so like we're doing 35 here on this residential road. There's cruise. Alright, cruise. Push the button in, hold it down, and then it just cruises here, 35 miles an hour. Up and down to resume or decel. Obviously no hands is very simple when you're riding on a three-wheeler. But to release the cruise, just like anything else, RPM change, hit the brake, and it'll automatically come off. Now this touch screen, I'm using these Madbike Gloves from American Legend Rider, which I like. If you use my link in the description below, $29.97 to your door. You can't beat it, plus tax. It's a really nice glove. They have a vent in them, but what I like is super responsive with the touch screen with the glove on. So that's a nice feature. AmericanLegendRider.com. They have a lot of cool stuff. If you're interested in the gloves, the link is below. Click on it and you can get my price. If not, no big deal. Well, you can see we do a little off-road on the Harley-Davidson three-wheeler. It's even great for that. I want to see this thing with snow tires. So I think of the 2020 Harley-Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. I think it's awesome. If you're two-up riding, this is a real thing to consider. A lot less tired, a lot easier, maybe worth it. Two-up on two wheels is still awesome too. If you can ride one, do it.
I am Anonymous Biker USA.